Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Adam Mendoza. I'm here with my friend MC Gainey,
Hey, hey.
and I just wanted to go live real quick. It was really impromptu. It was something that just came to mind, so I didn't really prepare for it. And good friend was here, so
I am completely unprepared.
he has no idea. So I'm gonna jump in there, and it's something that is really more for the people who are. I hear a lot of people talking about positivity, unity, and things like that, and that's all well and good. Here's something that I remember. It's an old one, but it's one that stuck out to me back when I was a little, fool running around out there too. And it was always this. People would say, "Why are you guys out here fighting and doing all kinds of silliness for streets that you don't own?" Right? Like that's a common thing that I would hear people say to gangsters and people that are affiliated and things like that. You're fighting and you're killing and dying over streets that you don't own. Okay. Then, when those same rough neighborhoods are pissed off for one reason or another, and they burn down that neighborhood, people say, "Oh, look at these crazy savages. They're burning down their own neighborhood." So, we need to be philosophically consistent if we want people to pay attention to what we're saying, right? So, either the streets do belong to them or they do not. But you can't chastise them when they want to fight and they feel like this area belongs to them and they're willing to fight for it. And you're saying it doesn't belong to you. You can't at the same time when these people feel so just at wit's end that they're burning down their own shit and then say, "Hey, why are you burning down your own neighborhood?" Because you've been pumping in their head for so long that it doesn't belong to them. And then when they say, "Fuck it, maybe it doesn't belong to me, let's burn this bitch down," you say, "Hey, why are you burning down your own neighborhood?" So maybe we should just think about who these neighborhoods or streets belong to. And that's why I'm asking that question is, who do the streets belong to? Do they belong to the people that live there or do they not? What do you think about that? You seem disturbed.
No, I'm pretty baked here, but that's thought provoking. I don't know that I'm qualified to tell anybody anything or try to tell anybody anything they don't already know. I'll just say from my experience, when I fought in the streets, I wasn't fighting for the street. I was fighting for my face. I was fighting for my place to stand in the street. And when people burn down their neighborhood, in my experience, I'm 70 something years old. In my experience, it's because somebody came in there and fucked with them. And a lot of times they were wearing uniforms when they came in, and they might have been very heavily armed, and they might have felt like they could do whatever they wanted to do. And when they did that, that made me want to burn down the neighborhood. Now, I never burned down the neighborhood because I don't come from that kind of place.
Yeah.
But I think you don't fight for the street. You don't own the street. I mean, I was in the Army for 3 years, and I wasn't in the Army to fight for my hometown because my hometown wasn't being invaded by the Vietnamese. I was in the Army because I'm an American, and so you fight for your country. Okay, I have never owned 1 square foot of my country. I do not own any property. I don't own any property anywhere in the world. Don't own 1 square foot of earth. But as an American, I was willing to fight for my friends. I was willing to fight for a guy named Michael Holmes who went over and got blown up the third week he was in the Republic.
The man next to you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's like people that say, "Oh, I'm fighting for the street." They don't mean it like that. It's like people that in real estate will go, "Oh, well, the street is that thing." No, man, the street is, to me, the street is here. The street is here. You and my friend, wherever we are, we could be standing on a boardwalk in Atlantic City. We're in our street, man. We're together. If somebody steps to us, we are together, man.
Gotcha. Oh, I love that. Yeah,
the street,
100%.
the street is a state of mind. It ain't a fucking square of concrete somewhere. And if I want to burn my state of mind, which I quite often do, I will do that. And that's just.
I like that
because off the top of my head now.
No. But what you spoke on was real because it's not necessarily the streets per se. It's just like you said, your own little 2 feet that you own, and
the street. This is the streets in here.
And although it sounds maybe like unthought out or barbaric, you're burning down your own area. Okay, well, on a primal like human level, hasn't that always been it? If you feel like your castle or your kingdom has been invaded and it's been overtaken and we're being told what to do,
absolutely,
and we're being ran out,
it's
essentially.
Not about property,
right?
It's not about property. People want to see it as property,
Yeah, but it wouldn't be uncommon for someone as they're leaving, like, okay, we've lost, we're being taken over, for them to burn everything down as they leave. That wouldn't be
Read
uncommon.
today's newspaper. Look at what's happening in Ukraine, baby. Do the Russians look like they care about that for the street? No. It's about savagery, man. It's about fucking somebody up.
Control, yeah.
About control.
Yeah.
Wow, I just came from another room in there. We were talking about all kinds of funny shit. Man, I walked in. Adam, you're launching into some heavy stuff. That's thought provoking as hell.
Thanks, but I just wanted to put it out there just as a thought because it was something that dug at me, and maybe if somebody else has heard it.
I just want to say the last thing I want to say about it is you put it forward as a binary choice. The streets either belong to us or they don't belong to us. Well, maybe there's a third choice. Maybe the street is in my mind and it goes with me. If I burn down this neighborhood I'm standing in right now, I'm going somewhere else. The street goes with me. I'm just saying there may be a third, fourth, and fifth.
I agree 100%. 100%. And yeah, it doesn't have to be so binary.
Don't make it so fucking simple. Make it more complicated. But everybody wants to make it simple. When they want to tell you what to do, this is right, this is wrong. This is good, this is bad. They want everything, they want it all to be binary, you know?
Yeah.
And it don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? Like the man once told me, you can't have your cake and eat it too. I said, yeah, motherfucker, I can if I got 2 cakes. Oh!
I love that.
I'm out.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for
Pleasure to
tuning
be
in.
here with Adam.
Appreciate you, man.
Do what you know is right, baby.
Right
That's
on.
it. Fuck the rest of it.
Oh man. I'm gonna jump back out here, but I appreciate it, man. We'll talk soon.
Love
All
that,
right, brother.
Thank you.
So that's a good point MC made right there. Is you can have your cake and eat it too. It's another very old saying. But he's like, well, yeah, you can if you have 2 cakes. That's like another one somebody said. I forgot where I heard it, but he's like, if you believe that money grows on trees, raise your hand. Nobody raised their hand until he pointed out the fact that money's made out of wood, right, or out of paper. I don't even know if that's true. I think money might be made out of like fibers of something else. Anyway, that was just a little food for thought. Something that had just occurred to me over and over again. And like MC said too, yeah, maybe it doesn't have to be so one or the other. There is a third, fourth, and fifth option, like he pointed out. But just food for thought, man. And really, it's about being more, not morally. It's a little bit more challenging to be morally consistent, but being philosophically, or intelligently consistent. If it has to be addressed both ways. Yeah, anyways, thanks for tuning in. This is just a quick one off the hip. Hope everybody's having a good one. I'll get at you soon.